Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a very cool effect in Photoshop. It's called the frost effect. If you have not already seen it, it's right here. I think it looks pretty cool, but without further ado, let the fun begin. Alright, so we're in Photoshop, and what we're going to do is we're going to just make sure you have the necessary layers that you need. So what I have done, I have separated the left hand, both the hands from like the cuff or the sleeve, as you can see here. So that you apply the effect to the hand, but not the sleeve or the cuff. Just so you know, I used the quick selection tool for that. Just for reference. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to use some filters and then use the hue and saturation bar. So you are going to select the hand that you want to do, and you're gonna hit filter and then filter gallery. And then what you're gonna do is you are just going to hit plastic wrap because it gives it like a sort of shiny glow or something. And then what you're going to do is you are just going to hit OK whenever you're ready. I like to have when I do the filter, I like to have it on maybe like 9 for highlight strength, 15 for detail, all the way up, and about 12 for smoothness. You can do whatever you want. You can change it however you would like, but I just have my personal preferences, and you have yours. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the exact same thing for my other hand. I'm going to go plastic wrap, again 9, 15, and 12, and then click OK. And then now this doesn't look like ice, right? We're gonna add like sort of a glassy effect. Like if you've seen stained glass, it has a very rippled effect. So we're gonna apply that effect to the left hand first. We're gonna go filter, filter gallery, and then hit distort in glass. Now this is way too much distortion, I think. What we're gonna do is we're going to turn down the distortion a little bit and the smoothness up a little bit. Actually, no, you don't want the smoothness up. We're going to turn the distortion. I like to have the distortion about 4 and the smoothness about 3. Make sure the texture is frosted, not blocks, canvas, or tiny lens. Just do frosted. Hit OK, and do the exact same thing to this hand. We're going to go filter, filter gallery, and 4 and 3 about. Hit OK, and that's good. Now, what we're going to do is, it doesn't look like ice. It's very just skin colored. So what we're going to do is we are going to, we're going to add like a blue hue. Now, if you added a hue and saturation layer, what it would do is it would apply to everything. Like if I put down the saturation, it would apply to everything. But what we're going to do is we're going to make it a clipping mask. So we're going to just right click on the hue and saturation layer and scroll down a little bit and go to create clipping mask, and if you see the little arrow down there, it says that it's just applied to the layer beneath it, no other layers. It's just applied to the layer directly beneath it. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to I'm gonna hit colorize real quick and then change the hue. You can do it however you would like, as long as it's sort of ice colored. I'm gonna make it about like this. I think this looks pretty ice colored. So we are just going to hit X and do the exact same thing for the right hand. Alright, once you are satisfied with your settings, what you're gonna do is we are next going to create the ball. So we're just going to add a layer, and I'm just gonna name it ball. And we are going to put a ball in it that's creating. So just copy and paste a ball from the internet. What you're going to do is you're going to use the object selection tool and just use the rectangle, and it'll select the ball. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to make some edits, select the entire ball. Alright, so we're just going to hit select, inverse, and then delete. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move it, make it about the size that we want, make it a little bit smaller right there, and I think that's about perfect. I am just going to call this layer ball, and because it's a ball, and I think it's in the perfect position. So what we're going to do is we're going to go filter gallery. We're gonna take the exact same steps basically. Artistic, plastic wrap. Okay, filter gallery. Like I said, we're going to do the same things over again, so it's not going to be too interesting. Except for we are going to make the distortion a little bit higher. The smoothness, I'd say, it should stay the same, but the distortion should go a little bit higher since it's not as visible on the ball than it is the hands. And like before, we're going to add the hue and saturation layer. Like before, we're going to add the clipping mask. We're going to do everything like before, just on this layer. So I'm just going to adjust this to about how it should be. That is very purple. It's going to basically. I think this is great. I'm just going to adjust these a little bit. This should be a little bit lighter. There should be a little more saturation in there. And we've done most everything we need to do. Now all we need to do is we just need to add the particles. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we are just going to make the, we're going to change around some layers a bit to make it look better. And what we're going to do, you're on the last step, I promise you. We are just going to take this, the brush, and draw on the ice layer. And we are just going to draw some of that, and just kind of draw it in. Well, we're gonna kind of draw it in a little bit. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I hope you learned something, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and click that thumbs up button, and I will see you in the next video.